So yeah, um, so I was just chilling inside. I was on my laptop, and I'm just so let me just restart this one. I'm supposed to be at school right now. Okay, I'm not at school. I'm not at school. I called in sick to school, and getting evidence that I'm not sick, and that I'm not at school. And just to cut to the chase, I've never actually been so close to dropping out. Like right now, I'm like I want to drop out of college, and a lot of it stems from just fucking my whole life just really hating school. And I never really saw a need for it or a use for it. And it never seemed that, it was never a big thing for me. I was never a big school person. It's not that I was bad at school or anything. I just didn't like it. It just didn't make any sense to me. And even now, it doesn't make much sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me for me to be in school right now. Like, my goals right now do not require school to accomplish them. And yeah, I don't see a reason of being in it. The only reason I'm in school is to make my mom not worry, and because I'm on scholarship. For reference, I'm going to a community college right now, and my school gives scholarships out if you have a certain GPA to go to it for 2 years. I'm currently in that program, and you know, I went to New York, and I'm behind on a lot of work right now. And it's not that I don't think I can just do the work to come back and, do well again, but I think it's more like, what's the point? Then it kind of made me think about, okay, like, I can do all this work, but, like, what's the point of me even doing all of it? Like, doing all of this, doing college? Like, what's the point? Doing a film degree, for what I want to do, what I want to do with YouTube and what I'm going to do with YouTube, I don't need a degree. And just further going into business, you don't in this day and age you don't need a degree. It's like old fashioned shit. Especially if you have like big dreams. Like I have huge fucking dreams, like big aspirations. I bet a lot of you guys can relate. Like a lot of you guys with big dreams and everything, people are telling you not to do things, not to do stuff. And I understand I'm not telling you guys to drop out of college or anything. I think that you have to have the right mindset and and really need to be ambitious if you're gonna do something like that. But it's just about I don't know, it's about like trusting yourself, and I feel like I'm at the level where I fully believe in myself. And I feel like, okay, if I think about it this way. So say I do college for 2 years, I get my degree, okay? And say I'm editing for another 2 years, or say I put all that work that I would have put into college into editing. I'm already going to be like, in my opinion, a top editor, and there's going to be no point in me getting the degree. Like I'll already be good enough to get a job in editing, or I don't even want to have to think about getting a job in editing. I want to become like a successful YouTuber. In 2 years, I want to do it in less than 2 years. I'm going to do it in less than 2 years. But 2 years, that's like reasonable. It's what makes people understand. One thing that I don't like that I have to do and everything is talk to people so they can understand what my visions are and everything. I mean, that's just a part of it's just a part of communication. We talk so people understand. So I hate having to dumb down my vision to tell people around me so they don't think I'm crazy, or my parents and stuff like that. Because then when they worry about me, then they're gonna get more active in my life, and not in like a not in like a they're out of my life kind of way, but kind of like a micromanaging. They're gonna be worried about me, and yeah, I don't want them to be worried about me. I mean, at some point, I just got to be like, okay. I feel like being in college right now and doing this is like safe for me. It feels like I'm in a safe spot. Like, okay, I don't really have any time limit. Like, I'm safe. But it's like, why? Like, I don't want to feel safe. Like, I want to feel like I need to do this. Like, I need to make it happen. It's like, feeling safe is not getting me anywhere. It's not getting me anywhere. You feel me? It's not getting me anywhere. And I don't like this safe feeling, and I'm not trying to follow people's advice. Like when they're like, "Oh yeah, I dropped out of college and I made it work, but I had this many subscribers when I dropped out. I had this many." It's like I don't give a fuck. That's not what I care about. I'm not worried about other people and this like expectations of like, "Oh, you need to do this. You need to have this type of plan B." It's like, no, dude. It's like obviously this is the information that people are gonna give out. Like, oh, you need to have a plan B and stuff because not everybody is built to have only a plan A. Not everybody's built for that shit. Not everybody's built for that shit. And you gotta understand that people don't like taking risks. No one likes taking risks. But you have to just do it. You have to just jump out and do it. You gotta take risks. And right now I'm feeling like taking a risk. I'm feeling like taking a pretty massive risk. And this has no back. Okay. That was dumb to lay down right there. Okay. But, you know, I feel like taking a massive risk and please excuse that I look like fucking Mario right now. I don't know why I look like Mario, but you know, I just woke up, so Mario it is. But yeah, just like taking a risk, man. And I feel like in my life, whenever I've, you know, been ambitious towards things, I've always put in a lot of work, but I never actually, you know, was at those points where I took risks. I didn't really take risks. Like I made sacrifices but didn't take risks. It's different. Like I feel like I played things safe or and it's not like and by risk I mean like calculated risks. You get me? Calculated risks. You don't want to just be dumb. Just be like, oh, like shit like that. Like no, I don't want to do that. But, you know, I feel like once you find something that you really want to do, and I've been wanting to. One thing is I've been always wanting to start a YouTube channel since I was like younger. Like I've been watching YouTubers, Nigga Higa, Smosh, and everything since I was like 7. You feel me? Since I was like 7, 6, 8, whatever, around that age. And it's always like YouTube was my TV. I never was a big TV watcher. I just watched YouTube like all the time. I was just a little kid on a little MacBook. New YouTube video. Like literally that was me, bro. Like I was just watching YouTube. Like that was my thing. And I knew like and it was funny because growing up YouTube was like one of those things where people like you didn't want to say that you watched YouTube. Like YouTube and anime, you didn't want to be like, "Oh yeah, my free time I watch YouTube." They'd be like, "Oh, what are your top things that you like and you do?" It's like you didn't want to say YouTube or anime, and like those are my two things. Like nobody wanted to say that because like I don't know, you just seem like a loser. They're just like, "Oh, this kid. Oh my god, my lens is almost about to fall off." Get that. But like you didn't want to say that. You're like, oh, this kid's a fucking loser, bro. This kid fucking watches YouTube, bro. Like this kid's a fucking loser. And I was like, yeah, maybe I was a fucking loser, but it's none of your business. It's none of your business. Let me be a loser in peace, bro. And yeah, I don't know. I always wanted to do YouTube. I always wanted to be a vlogger. I've been inspired by so many vloggers and so many creators, and you know, now that I'm actually doing it, I feel like I'm not taking the necessary risks now that I'm at this point. Now that I've finally gotten to the point where I'm doing it. I'm kind of just, you know, just doing it, dropping videos on the side like, "Oh, hopefully this goes viral so I can drop everything I'm doing. Hopefully this, hopefully this, hopefully this." It's like come on, bro. I gotta be pushing. I gotta be pushing that, bro. I gotta be pushing that. I don't want to say the P word, bro. I don't want to say pushing P because you know that's a little too mainstream for your boy Dill. But I want to just do it, man. I just want to do it. You're like, oh, but college, but your degree. It's like, dude, I don't care about the fucking degree, bro. Like, I will be surfing couches until I'm fucking successful, man. I don't give a fuck about the degree. I don't care about the degree, man. I don't care. I don't care about the degree. Mother, I love you, but I don't care about the degree. I don't. Once I get that degree, I'm gonna feel the same as if I didn't have it. Nothing's gonna be different. I don't care about the degree, and I'm very confident that I can be successful without having a degree. I'm very confident in it. Very confident in myself in that regard. You know, naturally I'd say I'm a confident person. I just have lapses because I need to focus on staying consistent. Consistent. You can be anything. Okay, now we're going on a little quality dough rant, but you know what? I'm already this far in. You might as well start ranting a little bit, okay? You can honestly be anything for short spurts. But the only people who are actually the things that they say they are the ones who are consistently doing it. So, say you're confident, like, oh, I'm confident, man. I be pulling these bitches. I'm getting bitches. I'm getting money. I'm getting hoes and shit. But then you're only like that sometimes. It's like you're confident, but like, are you confident? Think about it, right? people who are your core personality traits and who you are is really put to the test when you're in uncomfortable situations. And they're not saying this to knock anybody's fucking confidence and how they feel about themselves. Everybody has off days, everybody has all that, right? But at the same time, man, at the same fucking time, bro, you gotta understand that everything that you have, your attributes, how you perceive it, all can be worked on. Everybody's a work in progress, you know? This is a controversial take right here, but people who blame their illnesses, their disorders. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Some of you guys really are fucking need help, right? But people who blame that stuff to get by in life, or to, I mean, not to get by in life, but to keep themselves stagnant as an excuse. It's like, man, you guys need to stop doing that. Don't do that. It's dumb. It's dumb. You're holding yourself back, okay? And this is coming from a guy I'm the king of excuses, man. When I was growing up, and I'm obviously still growing up. I'm only 18, turning 19 in 2 weeks. Birthday vlog, you feel me? No, I don't know what I'm gonna do for my birthday. But let's get back on track, okay? I was making excuses my whole life. A lot of my jokes and everything, like just like me making jokes, was just excuses, and it still is sometimes. But I try to watch it, try to find a balance. But like, especially for people who are prone to making excuses for themselves, if you find, trust me, this is like it's like a heaven sent for somebody who makes excuses for themselves to be diagnosed with fucking, like, with something, like with anxiety or something. Oh, now you have unlimited excuses, like, oh no, I have anxiety, I can't do that. Oh no, I'm gonna have a pen, I can't do that. I have anxiety, I can't do that. It's like, dude, you can use that you can use that for everything now. Now you don't have to do shit, because now you always have something to fall back on. It's like an unlimited cheat code to being stuck, to stopping your personal growth. And they'll be like, okay, but okay, now I have anxiety, I need these pills, I need these pills, I need these pills. It's like, dog, you don't need those pills. You don't need those pills. You don't need those drugs, man. You gotta understand that. Not to get all Zen, spiritual, fucking Buddhist monk on you, bro, but like, meditation and journaling. You can, like, you just try to figure yourself out. You can really just chill in a dark room, or just a room. It doesn't have to be dark, but just to add dramatic effect, a dark room, and just think. Just run through your mind. What I didn't know, when I used to work at Chick-fil-A, I had a coworker who told me, she was like, yeah, I can't, no. She's like, I want to be alone with my thoughts. That's like, I'm like, what? I'm like, do you even know yourself? I'm like, do you know yourself, or do you just talk about knowing yourself? Do you really talk to yourself and, like, try to figure out who you are, or do you just tell people what you think you are? Really think about that. I'm not trying to call myself no quote maker or nothing, but, like, just think about that, right? Like, do you be real? Do you know who you are, or do you just tell people what the attributes you think you have? Like, oh yeah, no, I'm more like this, but I'm more like this. Like, no, that's just like, a lot of people can tell more about who you are and what you do through your actions, and not what you tell them. So if I'm telling everybody in the world, oh, I'm the most confident dude alive. Oh, bro, look at my chains, look at my drip, bro. I get so many bitches, bro. And then they're like, all right, bro, get this girl's number. And then you're like, I don't want to do it. It's not the right time. It's like, dude, like, people are gonna check that shit. Words are words, bro. And if you want to use words to manifest your future, follow your words up with actions. You know what I'm saying? It's about following through. It's about doing things. It's about showing that you can do things. You know what I'm saying? It's about showing you can do things. You get me? Y'all get me, bro. Y'all get me, okay? You guys understand me. You guys understand what I'm trying to say right now. Because it's reality, okay? It's reality. It's reality, okay? I'm glad we had this little reality talk, because it's good. It's good. It's good. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna drop out of college.